A very warm welcome at Hallabol's English News Bulletin at this moment. This is Rashmi here with you. Before moving to the details, let us have a look at the day's headlines. Congress slammed the BJP government's new education policy, stating that it lacks in unfolding major issues related to education. The representatives of Tripura Doctors Unit gave memorandum to the Director of Health along with 5 charter point demands. TI parade for Bhagat Singh COVID Care Center portrait on 10th of August. Death toll increased to 37 in Tripura due to COVID pandemic. Now the news in details. Along with the hashtag India deserves better national education policy, the Congress hit hard the BJP government on the national education policy. They said the BJP's national education policy is rather national exclusionary policy. The recently announced national education policy has failed to come to grips with the crisis in Indian education. That is one of the prime reasons that India deserves a better national education policy. Been destructive from the very time of coming into power after destroying the economy and healthcare, the BJP government has now turned its attention to education with the announcement of the national education policy, which can easily be confused to mean national exclusionary policies, as it excludes the most vulnerable sections of people and deepens the digital divide among the people. The Indian National Congress strongly opposed the national education policy, putting out several serious facts. They allege that the policy has been framed without consultation with stakeholders or parliamentary discussion, and that is why, true to the character of BJP, the national education policy is devoid of any thought, consultation or revision. While the BJP government stresses on online education, but only 9.85% of government schools have computers and a mere 4.09% of schools have access to internet. Even though the national education policy claims that 6% of the GDP is to be allocated for education, the BJP over the years reduced spending on education. The allocation of 4.14% in 2014 to 15 was slashed down to 3.2% in the 2020 budget. It also doesn't mention anything about affirmative action or how it plans to ensure a level playing field for communities that have been exploited and excluded for centuries. The BJP government has also allegedly ignored the crumbling infrastructure for early childhood care and education and relies on Anganwadis, who are paid a pittance of rupees 4,500 as a monthly honorarium and are also not educatedly trained. National education policy also doesn't explain how it will fill the vacancies at the school level. However, it speaks of a top-down administration through the Board of Governors, Higher Education Commission of India, which is susceptible to nepotism and political favors. The Congress urged the common people to go through the points seriously and expose the faulty national education policy. Bureau Report, Hallabol. The representative doctors of all 3 doctors unit of Tripura submitted memorandum along with 5 charter point demands to the Director of Health Services, Agartala, Tripura. Amidst the 5 charter point demands, the doctors demanded immediate permanent recruitment of 150 new medical officers into the State Health Department. Following the state government's self-invited trouble with the doctors who are the prime warriors in the crucial times of COVID-19 pandemic in the state along with the whole world, showed severe protests and hard-hit comments from the doctors towards the unjust decision of the ruling BJP government in the state. Yesterday, a delegation of senior doctors representing AGMC Teachers Forum, All India Government Doctors Association and Indian Medical Association Tripura unit had an interaction with the Health Secretary S.K. Rakesh at the Secretary Secretariat and discussed the ongoing burning issues related to the doctors of the state. They raised their demands and asked for immediate withdrawal of the suspension order wrongly imposed on Dr. Uttam Kumar Bhattacharjee, Assistant Professor, AGMC. In this similar context, the three leading associations of doctors submitted a memorandum to the Director of Health Services, Agartala, West Tripura, along with 5 charter point demands. The memorandum was signed by Professor Damodar Chatterjee, President, AGMC Teachers Forum, Dr. Shobhik Debbarma, General Secretary, IMA Tripura Unit, and Dr. Rajesh Chaudhary, General Secretary, ATGDA. 5-point charter demands included immediate withdrawal of unjust suspension and any possible departmental proceedings against Dr. Uttam Kumar Bhattacharjee, proper investigation into the misbehavior and inappropriate verbal assault on Dr. Nishtha Das, medical officer by the District Magistrate Gomoti in front of public and media, and unconditional apology from him to Dr. Nishtha Das, withdrawal of recent charge sheets against Dr. Kaushik Chakraborty, Assistant Professor, AGMC, immediate recruitment of 150 medical officers in Tripura Health Service on permanent basis to smoothly run the medical field in the crucial times easily, and immediate withdrawal of all suspension orders put on doctors and other health staffs in view of crisis of staff in the ongoing corona situation. Although till the time the withdrawal of suspension order of Dr. Uttam Kumar Bhattacharjee has not been confirmed yet, though it came to be known that the concerned health ministry assured the doctors to act on their demands as early as possible. Bureau Report, Hallabol. TI parade for the Bhagat Singh COVID Care Center offenders on 10th of August. The doctors' fraternity and common people demands justice for the COVID warriors. The quartet of culprits involved in misbehavior with Dr. Sangeeta Chakraborty, where they abused her using slang languages and spitted on her at the Bhagat Singh COVID Care Center on July 24th, will be put through test identification parade in the Central Jail on 10th of August. Disclosing this, government lawyer Rahul Banik said the 4 culprits had been sent to jail custody by the magistrate court for 4 days amidst the hearing on 7th of August. He added, as per High Court order passed on 5th of August, the 4 culprits will be put through TI parade for proper identification by the main complaint. Next hearing is scheduled to be on 10th of August and later 18th of August. On 18th of August, hearing will be commenced on police remand issue.
চক্রবর্তীর সাথে নিগৃহের যে ঘটনা, ওই ঘটনায় গতকাল ইনভেস্টিগেশন অফিসার টিআই প্যারেড এবং 5 দিনের পুলিশ রিমান্ড চেয়ে আদালতে আবেদন করে। ওই আবেদনের ভিত্তিতে আজকে শুনানি হয়। ওই শুনানিতে আদালত আয়ুর আবেদনে টিআই প্যারেড আবেদন অ্যালাউ করেন এবং আগামী 10 আগস্ট টিআই প্যারেডের দিন ধার্য করেন এবং ওই দিনই 5 দিনের পুলিশ রিমান্ডের জন্য আবার শুনানি হবে।
Also, Dr. Sangeeta Chakraborty, who had been ill-treated by the 4 accused persons at Bhagat Singh COVID Care Center, will come out of home quarantine on 9th of August and will be taken by the police authority to the Central Jail in Bishalgarh, and there she would be allowed to identify the culprit quartet. This will be followed by commencement of trial in the case under various sections of IPC, Disaster Management and Epidemic Act. Bureau Report, Hallabol. After the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 as a pandemic, Hallabol provides you the detailed status of surveillance activity for COVID-19 as on 7th August 2020 evening. After the World Health Organization (WHO) has declared the novel coronavirus COVID-19 as pandemic, it has severely affected many countries, areas, territories. As of now, more than 1 crore people have been infected with the deadly virus, causing more than 7 lakh deaths. Taking a note on India, the confirmed cases are more than 20 lakhs and still counting, along with more than 41,000 deaths. The situation confirmed COVID-19 cases in the northeastern regions including Assam 52,817, Meghalaya 990, Manipur 3,217, Nagaland 2,580, Mizoram 539, Arunachal Pradesh 1,948, Sikkim 829, and in Tripura, active cases are 1,729 with 4,084 recovered. In order to contain the spread of the virus, Tripura government strengthened the surveillance and control measures against the deadly disease. As on 7th August evening, total number of sample collected is 1,95,762. Total sample tested is 1,94,005, with positive sample found is 5,871. Tripura recorded 37 deaths till the day, including one on Friday. Bureau Report, Hallabol. CPIM Party State Secretary and Mass Leader Gautam Das expressed huge satisfaction on the decision of the Supreme Court on the issue of 10,323 terminated teachers, urged the state government to recruit the former teachers as early as possible. Renowned and veteran CPIM leader and CPIM Party State Secretary Gautam Das addressed the media while giving his reaction on Supreme Court's verdict on 10,323 terminated teachers of Tripura. In the petition filed at the Supreme Court by the state government for reappointment of the 10,323 former teachers, the BJP government asked the Supreme Court to allow recruitments of the 10,323 terminated teachers into various non-teaching posts. In a hopeful verdict by the Supreme Court on the special petition for reappointment of the terminated 10,323 teachers has been approved by the Apex Court. On this issue, Mass Leader Gautam Das said the Apex Court has agreed on the urge of reappointment procedure of the former 10,323 teachers in Tripura. But this decision holds two major parts. One is the Supreme Court has made provisions for the eligible teachers to get recruited and continue their profession as teachers after fulfilling the criteria of new education system. That is, minimum 50% marks in graduation, completion of DLED or B.Ed and sit for an interview after passing the examination. Also, time has been allotted for fulfilling the criteria. That is, age relaxation has been extended till 31st of March 2023. Secondly, the terminated 10,323 teachers, as per the plea of the state government, have been allowed to be reappointed on non-teaching posts.
প্রশিক্ষক পদ এবং এটা কোনো ধরনের অবনমন যে বিকল্প পদগুলো সেগুলো শিক্ষক পদের থেকে অবনমন এটা মনে করা উচিত না। সরকার একটা যে প্রস্তাবটা দিয়েছে সেটা সুপ্রিম কোর্ট গ্রহণ করেছে এবং তাতে দুটো বিষয় আছে। একটা হচ্ছে যে এই চাকরিচ্যুত শিক্ষকদের মধ্যে যে নতুন যে শিক্ষানীতি তাতে যারা যোগ্যতা অর্জন করতে পারবে তাতে ওই ডিএলইডি বা তাদের নাম্বারের বিষয়ে যেটা আছে যে এত মিনিমাম মার্কস পেতে হবে এবং ইন্টারভিউ ফেস করতে হবে, তাতে যে বয়সের ঊর্ধ্বসীমা শিথিলের প্রশ্ন ছিল সেটা 2023 সালের
Saying that the recruitment of the terminated 10,323 teachers into non-teaching posts is nothing inferior, CPIM Party State Secretary Gautam Das said, as the Supreme Court has given the verdict of reappointment of the former teachers, the state government should not delay in providing their jobs.
পদে তাদেরকে বিকল্প ব্যবস্থা করতে চায়, সুপ্রিম কোর্ট সেটাও অনুমোদন দিয়েছে। তো সুতরাং এখন সুপ্রিম কোর্ট, আমরা তো সেটাই বলে আসছিলাম যে মানবিক কারণে তাদের যেন নিয়োগ করা হয়, যেহেতু এখন সুপ্রিম কোর্টের সম্মতি পাওয়া গেছে, তো সুতরাং দ্রুততার সঙ্গে এই যে যে 10,323-এর মধ্যে বোধহয় 8,000 কতজন হবে তাদের অন্য পদে দ্রুততার সঙ্গে নিয়োগের ব্যবস্থা করা।
Mass Leader Gautam Das, however, expressed huge satisfaction on the verdict of the Supreme Court and urged the ruling government to appoint them as soon as possible. Bureau Report, Hallabol. Well, that's all from the English desk at this moment. For more news and updates, we'll meet at the other part.